Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello, and welcome to another week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And we have breaking news in this podcast.
Oh no.
Breaking news is Taylor actually believes that if a door is closed, it keeps the Wi-Fi in the room.
That's not what I believe. That is not what happened.
Okay, so what happened was Steven's been having some connection issues. He restarted, came back. His door is now closed behind him, and I jokingly said to him, "Oh, did you close the door to keep the Wi-Fi in?" and Steven, what did Taylor say?
I don't even know. I think it broke. I think it actually broke my brain.
She said,
Wow.
"Is that a thing?"
In Steven's house. I don't know if his Wi-Fi is so sketchy that might be a thing. I don't know.
You think a door will keep in the Wi-Fi?
Well, no, it's supposed to go through doors and floors. Shut up, all right? Like, this sounds so awful.
Anyway,
Also, we run on we're in Canada. We have 3 oligarchs in a trench coat. My Wi-Fi can't be that much different compared to yours.
exactly. And we don't even have Wi-Fi. We're freaking we're hardwired here.
Yeah.
Hardwired? Okay, well, I'm not hardwired. I have the Wi-Fi connection.
That explains so much.
All right. Well, anyways,
Well,
I'm not that stupid.
well, with that, Taylor, if I was McLaren, I would definitely be firing you.
Wow. Shots fired.
So anyway, we have a whole lot to talk about this week. Obviously, the McLaren Malukus news talk about 2 races this week. We got Miami coming up on this weekend. Month of May starts tomorrow or today,
Yay.
depending when this comes out. And we also got what else? Oh yeah, and the Penske penalties to talk about because we've missed that.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go through.
So
I totally forgot about all the off-track stuff that happened this week because so much happened that I think I was blanking on things. I totally forgot the Penske penalties happened in the last week since we talked.
yeah. So what do you guys want to start with? What has you itching to go?
Also, I'm just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything first.
Okay, so
Yeah.
clearly nothing. You guys have nothing ready to go.
No. I'm double checking because I did miss something.
Okay, what'd you miss?
What'd you miss?
Fucking Hulkenberg.
What?
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, really? Hulkenberg?
that was-
that's
You
what
missed
want. But that's the one thing in your mind that you're like, that's the one.
Hold on.
No, that is the one
Steven?
thing in our group chat that I missed.
Okay.
As I've added so much in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, Steven, I literally sent that to our group chat.
That's
How
what I'm
did you
saying.
miss that news?
No.
But I understand. You missed it. You missed it on the list. But anyway,
Okay.
in terms of things, I always feel bad being like, let's start with F1. But no, let's start. Why don't we start with the IndyCar stuff? Because that was actually
A lot happened.
a lot happened with IndyCar this week, and the Penske penalties are massive. But we can start with McLaren firing Malukus.
Yeah, okay. What are you guys' thoughts on that immediately? Or I guess for more context, Malukus, for anyone who doesn't know, has been hurt since the beginning of the year with a wrist injury as a result of a bike accident.
As
Yeah.
is
Okay,
tradition.
No more bikes.
Yeah,
No
honestly.
more bikes.
Stop fucking... You can use a stationary bike. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I think
If
we did
you are
this
a race car
already.
driver,
I know.
No bikes.
Stupid. Anyway, so he's been out with a wrist injury. 'Cause I think we just talked about this last week of how his recovery hasn't been going so well. And then it was announced yesterday that he is now, he's fired. He's been relieved
Yeah.
from any duties with the team. So, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I feel really bad for him because it's not really something that he can control, right? It's not like he can control whether or not, I think, it's his wrist, right? His wrist gets better or not. I feel like it's kind of a half and half, right? Because I understand why they fired him, but at the same time, I feel like it's it's really, really shitty. It's
So
really shitty.
with firing him, like, one, why now? Apparently there was some clause in the contract where if he missed, I think it was like 4 races they could fire him.
Which is like so small.
So we're acknowledging
like
Thermal
it's so
Club's an
low.
actual race.
I guess.
Yeah, is it?
Dumb.
It could be
dumb.
3 events, maybe. I don't know.
Dumb.
But like it's not like it's unheard of I don't even want to say McLaren, but Schmidt Peterson as well, to be rather ruthless with its drivers.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, I guess from this team, not exactly a surprise.
Yeah.
Right. And I can sort of get it from a financial standpoint. You don't want to keep paying a driver that's not driving for you and then also paying his replacement for an undetermined amount of time, probably at a bit of a premium. So I can kind of understand the financial side of it. But yeah, it also, like, really tough PR hit firing a guy that's hurt.
Yeah.
And also, the social media team's got to have a huge recovery now because all the preseason stuff they filmed, we can't use any of it anymore.
Yeah. And like
Yeah,
David Malukus is a good guy, good young up and coming guy. Why not hold on to that chip? Why let him go? Either Pourchaire is filling that seat for the season, or you have another big name. But like I just don't see the why. Like, because then you can still hold on to him for next year. Because not like Rossi and Award have really been. Well, I guess Award has because he got the win with the penalty. But I guess Rossi hasn't really been pulling his weight in the team so far.
No.
Yeah.
There's been a lack of wow.
So
Massively.
it is a kind of a questionable move, I would say, by me. Like, I just don't understand the timing of it. The why now? The why not just hold on to him? If you really want to hold on to someone for a while, and like you want to keep like either a Pourchaire or like a who's Ilas been filling in, why not then get a 4th car if you really want to go with that?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like Islet was overly wanted out of last season, right? Like he was still a free agent,
Which is, I think we would call a choice.
So, yep.
A massive choice.
Yeah. But like Pourchaire also clear, like a little bit different because he didn't race in the series last year, so he's a bit of an unknown coming across. But still, like, wasn't such a wow, can't miss guy that someone dropped a driver to get him. So, yeah, it all leads back to the same question of why now to make this move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah. In the end, I think it does just come down to we don't want to pay too many guys.
But
Yeah,
this is
financially, I
IndyCar.
could see it.
But we know these guys don't get paid a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, if you're filling in for a team too, like I just don't understand why you can't pay a guy to kind of be a part-time fill-in, obviously. But maybe we don't know how long Malukus is going to be out.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
and maybe
what
that
they've
was part of
said.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still don't have a clear timeline for when he's going to be back. So, like, it's been 3 months already, and the fact you don't really have a timeline for a broken wrist means there might be something complicated going on in the background.
He could have to have like another surgery, right? Like
I think likely that's kind of where it's heading, right? I don't want to speculate
Yeah.
in health or anything, but like,
But it doesn't sound like, regardless, it doesn't sound good, and it sounds like he could be looking at something that affects him for. I mean, like if he was still driving with McLaren, it would have been something that could have affected him for the entire season. So I do understand, like business wise, why would you be paying basically two drivers to drive? Like, well, one is recovering, but like again, I think it sucks. He's a good guy. I think, we've talked about him being kind of like an up and coming driver and like excited to see where he goes in the seasons in the past. So it's kind of disappointing that it's taken this turn, but I hope that he gets healthy and better, and then maybe we see him next season somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what he can recover in timeline, and maybe he gets picked up by another team by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like what other team kind of has a revolving door of drivers to start this season? Dale Coyne. Back to, no, but he could easily go back to Coyne and finish the season if he recovers.
Absolutely.
If he gets back in, and I kind of hope he can get back there. Obviously, they'll have to pay them a bit, but it definitely would be a good story if he got back there by the end.
Mm-hmm.
But also, one thing I was going to also bring up is the 6 car cursed?
It might be. At this point, who's to say? At this point, there's more evidence to say that it is than it isn't.
Yeah. It's one of those, yeah, you get hurt in our car. We'll hold it for you till you're better. They never give it to you.
Yeah.
Like if I had a nickel.
For every time.
Oh
I
gosh,
know
I
what's
thought you were
over
retiring
No,
this joke.
you can.
What?
If I had a nickel
Last
for every.
time.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time we use this joke, I'd be fucking rich.
But it is true, right? Like the 6 car, why is it always the 6?
Yeah, it's a good question. Why is it always a 6?
I think the 6 will be cursed until Wickens gets back in it.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is the IndyCar
Interesting.
gods have put that down. And I talk for the IndyCar gods. Yes, I am that important.
You talk. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know.
I am the one that makes it rain mannequins, okay?
Oh my gosh. I was so confused when I saw that on Instagram. I was like, what in the world is going on? But I guess that was a thing at Barber. Barber
Wait.
or Atlanta?
It was Barber, which is
Okay.
in Alabama. But way to out yourself there. Oh, I saw it on Instagram. I watched it live because I watched the damn races.
I'm sorry. I watched laps of. I completely forgot it was on. I'm not going to lie. Sunday was just a wash of a day for me. It's very difficult. I'm an F1 girly first and foremost. I'm so sorry.
I'm just disappointed. And I
That's
know
fair.
Steven's not saying anything because he also didn't catch it live, which is the most interesting and ridiculous off-track thing to happen in IndyCar. And I'm the person who gets to watch it live. Like, wow, that is nuts.
I just, like, when I saw the footage, I was like, what in the world? They just had, like, a mannequin at the track?
It's been there forever. It always hangs off the bridge.
That is so weird.
Until now.
And then it decided
until
it didn't want to hang anymore. No, don't jump.
Oh my gosh.
I wish so.
Why?
Why has no one taken that footage and put those sounds over it? Come on, Steven, this is your department.
Get right on it.
Yeah, thank you. You're the meme lord of the podcast.
Yeah, I can't meme for it, so
Because you're not
it's all on
funny.
you, Steven. That's really rude. There's a lot of people in my life who would disagree with that. Okay, thank you.
I appreciate the little thumbs up Steven did there. Thank you, Steven. Thanks for the support. Taylor, it's okay. You know, only two out of 3 of us can be funny. Someone has to be
That's so freaking false.
someone has to be the Delulu, and the other 2 people have to be the fun entertainment. And like, me and Steven
I
are the
would
fun
argue
entertainment.
that I would argue that the Delulu is the fun entertainment, but all right.
It is in its own way. It's kind of like a sad entertainment, not necessarily a fun entertainment.
We need another Ferrari tire fire first, and then because they've held it off a little bit so far.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Give it to them.
I know.
I mean, if
Ferrari's so exciting right now.
If you need your daily dose of Delulu, hey Steven, what hat is Taylor wearing?
Hey, they're up 1-0 early.
They're up 1-0.
Are you
Leafs
guys
in
watching
7.
the game also?
No, I get
No,
fucking
I'm paying
updates.
attention.
Okay,
Updates.
man.
Oh, the Leafs just had a giveaway though. Very sad.
You guys disappoint me.
I'm
No, if you want to sidebar on this quickly, this is the exact kind of fucking game that the Leafs would win. Everyone's counting them out. Win.
Yep, that's exactly what will happen. I bet
And-
you anything.
And in a dominant fashion.
yeah.
Well then.
After absolutely crapping the bed last time. But anyway.
Just to give you hope and then
Nice.
take it away, it's literally peak
Exactly.
Ferrari.
Yeah, as soon as we get back home and we expect them to play better at home, they tank.
They choke.
They choke.
Again, like Ferrari. They're the perfect
Okay.
representation of each other. It's
Okay,
fantastic.
but like speaking of Ferrari, excuse me, everything is going up from here. We're gonna get Adrian Newey. Our car is
Gonna be
Dynaco
blue. Your car's gonna be blue.
This
Blue like the
I
Leafs.
know.
They're trying to make the integration even
No.
better.
no Dynaco blue difference.
Did you see the stupid ass front nose thing they put out today too?
No,
It's
I
stu-
just saw the suits and like a mock-up of the car or whatever, and it looks amazing. But honestly, I can't see any photo of it without thinking cars.
So I am sending this to you right now, and to disappoint you, it also still has red. It's just like a
course
little
it
bit of
does.
blue. So they couldn't even do full blue. They still had to keep the red. And honestly, it's
That's
probably
really
going to
sad.
look worse than everyone hopes.
Okay.
No, I was so sad. No, that's so sad. Why not just make it the whole thing blue, like the suits?
Because Ferrari
Lame.
is like Toronto, and they only give you hope to take it away at the last second and give me joy, really. So I really appreciate what Ferrari's doing. I think it's great. They should keep it up.
Well, rumor has it Adrian Newey might be coming to Ferrari, so
Yeah,
I'll ride that delulu away
Okay.
for a while.
Until Lawrence just goes, okay, how many zeros? Tell me when to stop.
yeah, honestly,
But
I can see that.
I guess we can talk about that quickly. Adrian Newey leaving Red Bull.
Imminent.
Yes,
Imminent.
which again could be announced also this weekend.
Well, he's going to be
apparently-
in Miami, so.
Yes, and rumor has it it's supposed to be announced before the weekend, so we should be hearing in the next few days
Yeah,
about.
remember how like Horner's thing was going to be announced before a weekend and then just never was?
Yeah, well, that's different though.
Is it?
The Horner stuff, yeah, because they said, "Oh, we're gonna announce it," and the Horner stuff was ultimately swept under the rug, like everybody thought it would be. Surprise, surprise, he's still there. The Adrian Newey stuff, like that's a big deal. You can't just not announce. Like he is going to leave. He is leaving, and that is a massive deal because
Or-
he's been such a big part of Red Bull's success.
What if he's not actually leaving, and there is someone within Red Bull who is the world's biggest troll, who leaks things
I mean,
out to the media?
Marco? You mean Helmut Marco?
Well, I mean, like from the whole, like, oh yeah, we're gonna deal with Horner. He. No, we're not. Oh yeah, Newey's leaving. He. No, he's not.
This is how bored they
Max
are.
Max is gonna leave. Yeah. What if none of this is actually happening, and this is just like Steven said, they're just this bored
No.
and just want to fuck with the F1 world.
Plan C, Max. Plan C. Plan C is Max actually pissed off. Says I want to
No.
leave Red Bull.
No.
Plan C,
Over some
Max.
radio?
Go drive a Aston Martin Valkyrie and get people speculating about that. How'd you get that?
Isn't the speculation now like Max is going to actually be meeting with like Toto and Mercedes execs and like his management's meeting with them too? So like this is all supposed to happen
This
after
weekend,
the Miami
apparently.
GP.
Yeah. Again, someone's just trolling. Everything's happening
No,
this weekend.
come on,
It's
guys.
it's almost like they're in a massive media market that will just eat this all up.
Okay, the Max stuff I don't
Huh.
believe. Like the
Hmm.
Max stuff I
Huh.
don't believe. But Newey is
Hmm.
leaving. We know this.
Do we? There's no announcement.
Yes, we do. Newey, like, come on. Stop it. Newey is leaving and he's coming to Ferrari and it's going to usher in Ferrari's new golden age.
The Delulu is strong with this one.
Whatever. Okay?
Maybe.
Like you said, someone has to be the Delulu in the podcast, so I guess I'm just gonna have to lean into it now.
You weren't before? That's concerning. What?
Anyway.
So, yeah, if you were Newey, would you leave? If you were in his position?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I can understand why. And if the rumors are true, if like it's the Horner power grab kind of thing, yeah, just get out of there.
Well, from what it sounds like, there's like it sounds like a really toxic place to work between Horner like wanting all the power, and then I think it's Marco who's just like, this guy sucks. I don't want to work with him anymore. That's kind of what it sounds like. And Sean is dying.
No, you can carry a conversation without me dying, okay, assholes? Don't have to comment on it.
But no, it's more fun this way. It will be nice to even out the field a little bit. I think he should automatically be signed to one of the back markers that is not Visa, Cash App, Red Bull.
You mean like
And
William?
just all right, can you get this car points by summer break? See what can happen. Just spice it up a little bit.
Well,
Probably
I don't
not.
think it'd be
Probably not.
immediate though, right? Because doesn't he have like, I don't know. See, and like this is the thing, is there's so many clauses in his contract. How are they going to break it, and like what's the deal going to be?
Yeah, probably
And
this could
who
be a
can pay
non-compete.
that much money is important.
I mean, he's either going to Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston, or Audi.
Yeah.
The Audi
Audi
will be
would be
really fun.
interesting.
I think that would also make a ton of sense in terms of, well, we'll get rid of, or you can't do anything until the new regulations.
Yep.
Because then we're not giving away a bunch of our secrets for next year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or maybe even the year after if they delay it.
Another option you can go to. Okay, so he has Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Audi, and maybe Andretti. That could be a fun one too.
That would be.
Oh, now who's Delulu? It's not going to happen. As much as we wish it would happen, it's not going to happen.
Maybe that's the push to get it to happen. I don't know.
I mean, here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Then the whole doesn't add value. It kind of goes like, fuck off. Anyway.
I only want to go to one
Argument.
team, and it's Andretti. Fine, they're not a team. Okay? Then see you later.
Then make it a team.
Yeah. If I had to pick anyone to go to, if I'm the team that I think he should go to, it's Audi.
Yeah.
Mostly for an entertainment thing, to bring another team up.
Yeah. I mean, which he's done all of his career, basically, right? But he also came out and said he loves a project, and I feel like Audi would be a really awesome project.
Yeah,
As much as I would love him to be at Ferrari.
Yeah, so he gets to fuck off for a year and a half and just like sit in a cold, or it could be like any of the method actors that just lock themselves in a house. He's just gonna lock himself in a house for a year and a half and come out with an absolutely fire Sauber car.
And who that can actually make a pit stop?
No. That's still the Achilles heel. That's how
Yeah.
we actually make the sport fair. You see? They're up by 20 seconds, but they take 40 to make a pit stop.
Oh my gosh. Embarrassing.
I
And
think we're on the right spot
Hulkenberg
here.
drive it back.
Ooh, and Hulkenberg's your driver. Ooh.
Yeah.
To me,
Which-
that made no sense, but whatever.
What, the Hulkenberg signing?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why does that make no sense?
For Hulkenberg or for
So
Sauber?
old. No, for Sauber. Hulkenberg, whatever. But it's for Sauber, I'm like, you have Sainz, who's an experienced driver. It's not like you have to like
He's not
go with.
signed.
Well, I know that's true.
It could be putting
I
pressure
know.
on him to sign that now that he is signed.
But he's
Um,
been rumored to be going to Audi for so long. I can't see him not signing at this point.
Also, holy fuck, Hulkenberg's old. In
That's what I mean.
like in a racing sense.
Yes, in a racing sense. I'm like, why? That's why it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, because he's old.
Yeah.
And you're trying to start a team, or you're trying to like make something new, and yeah, I don't know.
That would be a situation where you think maybe they sign a young Signs as your now driver because he can put up with it for a year, and you promise him a better car the year after. And you take any young driver and sign them to a multi-year contract where, okay, you're just going to putt around. Get used to
Exactly.
driving an F1 car.
Mm-hmm.
And then as long as you don't cause too much damage,
Or is
you're
it
now somewhat
you take,
experienced.
Is it you take Hulkenberg and Sainz and you poach a young guy at the end of Hulkenberg's deal?
You could, but I don't know.
Is Hulkenberg
But, like-
a multi-year deal?
Yes. Let me look up because I believe it was announced multi-year because it was going into the into the new regulations.
Assuming it's a 2-year deal, yeah. He's kind of hoping that team nails the new regulations, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets a podium finally. I
Finally
still
for the
think
first time.
if on your Wikipedia thing it says you were born in West or East Germany, you're too old to be motorsports anymore. At least in
Yeah, it
F1.
isn't. Yeah, as usual, it doesn't say the exact amount of years, but it does say multi-year.
It'll come out in a few weeks, months.
Probably going to
They'll
be
know.
like
2 years or something like that. I could see it being 2 years, but still at the same time, I think Steven's right. Like, it would have made much more sense to have Sainz as like your number one guy, and then be poaching a young guy who you can sign for like 4 years or whatever, right? And then at least you have somebody who can be there long term. And if Sainz decides at the end of whatever his deal would be that he's gonna move on, then at least you have somebody who's used to the car, right? Like, I just don't get it. To me, it just, I don't know.
But I mean, whatever. If Hulkenberg was on the list and they wanted him, good luck with that.
Unless this is the thing that gets signs in the door, like that's the only
Maybe.
other reason or rationale I could see.
And like even back to the David Malukus thing, what if Teo Pourchaire was an option, and he's pulling shoot on Europe to now go to IndyCar? Because he talked very highly of the series. He seems to be enjoying it. Obviously struggled this week, but was the top McLaren, I think. So, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, he was the top McLaren. Maybe Pourchaire looking to go with IndyCar has also caused teams to move. Maybe it was an idea to go Sainz Pourchaire, like you said, get that young guy. But maybe they're scrambling to be like, okay, Nico, come sign, please. We need a guy locked up. Like,
Yeah.
That could also be the worst. We don't know the behind the scenes. And with guys jumping across the pond, it makes it more complicated, especially when everyone thought Pourchaire should be a lock for a seat soon.
Mm-hmm.
As we see, F1 is the best feeder series for IndyCar.
Technically F2 is, but
Well, if you touch an F1 car, you're going to end up in IndyCar. Unless you're who's the other person who hasn't? Nick DeVries, I guess. He's the only guy who didn't really.
Yikes.
yeah.
Oh.
He's doing fine. Don't worry.
Ish.
Did he just win the other week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Formula E is the spot for him.
He's back in Formula E?
I was in WEC.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Anyway.
I feel like a lot of guys go to WEC too. But
Yeah. WEC's the new place to be. Formula E is kind of struggling, and they had a rough race the other week also.
Well, I mean, regardless, at least we can say that this is actually going to shape up to be an actual silly season this year in so many different ways. So, I'm really excited about that because I was really annoyed with the whole like we got all of the announcements like after the season or even before the season starts, and it's like, give us something.
I don't expect it to do a whole lot for next year. Next year will be kind of fun with new cars and like new guys and new teams. But when it comes to the 2026 regulations, that's when it's going to be very interesting to see. Like that's why all these moves are being made, right? They're all trying to set up for the regulation change. So everyone's trying to hedge their bets, figure out which team they need to be on.
Yeah.
I think that
It's gonna pop off.
Yeah. So we just want to quickly check in there. 1-1 on your hockey teams. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Get
I
those
know.
golf clubs ready.
So, okay, I have a question. Speaking of Malukus, do I just inherit whoever gets that car in our
Yeah.
IndyCar thing?
Actually, yeah, I'm just taking
That, or you can just pick a whole new driver. I'll let you pick whoever.
Wow, generous.
Who's not taken?
In your top,
No. We just tell her who she picks names, and we just tell them if they're available or not. But you only get one pick.
What? What do you mean?
Pick someone you want to replace. But you can't if you pick someone and they are available. That's your pick. There's no guessing.
also, are we
Okay.
just eliminating all of her points up to this point?
Yes, we can reset them with whoever she picks now.
Okay.
What?
You get whoever
If you-
you're
Wait, what do you
picking.
mean?
If you keep Pourchaire, I will
Yeah.
give you Islet's points. Because then it's just a continuation.
Okay.
11,
Yes,
11,
44.
22. Oof. Or you can just pick a random driver, look at the standings, be like, wow, Felix Rosenquist having a really fucking good season. Don't know if anyone has him.
Probably not.
Really?
Linus Lundqvist is 8th.
There's a lot of cool stuff happening in the IndyCar points.
Well, it all got messed up after. While Taylor's, getting that hamster running, we can talk about the Penske penalty and how that's affecting the standings.
Taylor, try closing
Yes,
your
we
door. It
can
might
talk
keep the energy inside for the hamster.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so over you both.
But yeah, the Penske penalties. That came was a total shock last week, eh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Massive. Can I go
so
with
it
Kyle
was-
Kirkwood?
Nope.
No.
Not available.
Seriously?
Can I just keep Pourchaire then?
Fine.
That's
Okay.
fine. I'll just keep it.
You keep the 6 car.
Continuation.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll keep the 6 car, and if it's cursed, I'll live with the curse.
I'm just putting the 6 as the driver.
That's fair, just in case. But yeah, the Penske penalties.
Massive surprise this week.
So yeah, Penske was handed out 3 penalties to all 3 of their guys for the race in St. Petersburg, where Newgarden won. He's now disqualified. Same with Scott McLaughlin, both disqualified from the race. And Will Power was docked 10 points. The reason for this penalty was that it was deemed that they used push to pass on restarts because for some reason that was available in their cars because they had the hybrid, at least through their excuse, is they had the hybrid system software still installed, which allowed them push to pass and restarts, which usually is not available until they do 1 lap back at the alternate start finish line.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Ooh.
pretty severe penalty, one of the most severe ones ever. And yeah, how do we feel about the penalties and about the excuses? Do we believe them? First, start with the penalty thoughts. Too
I
harsh?
feel like the penalty is no. I feel like it's fair.
Like they're the only cars on the grid who have that ability. Like that. It's cheating.
It's not allowed.
It's motorsports. Cheating is always allowed. It's just don't get caught.
Yeah,
This is
fair.
how
Got
the
a
sport
But they
works.
got caught.
I think people will say that maybe it's the most severe penalty, but you have to make it severe
Mm-hmm.
because Penske is penalizing itself.
Yeah.
Like Penske Core owning IndyCar series has to penalize Penske the team cheating in the series. obviously you have to make it severe to save face.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It kind of does make me question whether or not, like, owners should be allowed to, like, own a series, or, like, the owners of a series should be allowed to have a team. But
Have all the owners maybe own it, but then that sounds kind of like a charter.
does sound like
Sounds
a charter.
Sounds like communism to me.
We can't have a
Our
commie motorsport in
Our series.
America.
Our series.
But I get it. Yes, they're severe, but also I feel like it's kind of a severe breach. So what else are you gonna do? Like, if it was just like a soft penalty, like, everybody would be like, come on, everything's rigged.
Yeah, exactly. If you're too soft on it, you can't do it. But then you get into some of the drivers, and like Will Power was like, I knew the rules. I didn't touch the button. I had it. I just didn't use it. Which,
All right.
fair enough. That's when you got docked only 10 points. McLaughlin was like, yeah, I did it. I got caught. That's my thing. And then you have Joseph Newgarden, who goes out there almost crying. You call me a liar? Like, it was a hilarious press conference. I'm not going to lie. Thank you. And he basically went off and be like, I didn't know. I didn't know this was even a thing. I didn't know that. Like, I thought the rule changed. Yada, yada. Okay.
What? Bro!
Because apparently, I thought it was the thermal rules or something where they were allowed the push to pass on the restart, which, again, questionable. Weird how only you had that. Again, there's some inconsistencies in the stories between them. I don't think this was an accident.
Absolutely not. Okay, first off, if you're gonna lie about something, rule number 1, don't go overboard. So Newgarden, you kind of like gave up your hand there. Sorry. McLaughlin, like, obviously Scott McLaughlin was like, yeah, he admits it. That to me is the truth. He knew about it. He knew what he was doing. He got caught. He admitted it. Takes it on the chin. We'll move on.
Comes back and
Will
kicks
Power.
ass next week.
Yeah. And like Will Power saying, yeah, I had the button. I didn't press it. Yeah, okay. Well, we saw that in the penalties. That's why he didn't get as much. But Newgarden, dude. No.
And also, I love Newgarden. I really do. I do. But I'm like, watching that, I'm like, you're laying it on a little thick.
Smells like a lie.
Just a bit.
That guy, you know what he did? You know, he psyched himself up in a tent like 10 minutes before that presser. And just be like, you're gonna go, you're gonna cry out there, you're gonna make it believable, you're gonna make it sound like you can't believe everyone's calling you a liar.
He was listening. Right. He was listening to "I Can Do It with a Broken Heart" beforehand, getting himself pumped up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not really believing that whole. It was an accident. We didn't know. Whoops! It just happened to be there. You knew you had something there that with that software, and you decided to see if you would get caught, and you almost got away with it too. If it wasn't for those meddling kids or someone else checking the data, I don't know.
What is this? Like, is IndyCar just an episode of Scooby-Doo?
It'd be a lot more fun if it was.
It's true. Can you imagine if the Mystery Machine, like, ran a race? It'd be so fun.
Okay, who would drive the Mystery Machine IndyCar?
Fred. I'd say Fred.
No. Of the IndyCar series right now, of the drivers.
Oh, okay.
Who would be the one that drives the Mystery Machine car?
Who?
I feel like the easy low hanging fruit here is David Malukus.
I was gonna say Malukus, but I was like, technically he's not a driver anymore.
Exactly.
So can we say that?
Oh, I have my answer. Definitely.
Is there anybody who's Dutch?
There is.
Who's the Dutch one?
The guy who has a Dutch last name shortened to just 2 letters, V and K.
Oh, him.
Renus. Okay. I would say Padua Ward. he would definitely do that and wink at a camera while rocking the Mystery Machine.
Oh, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Be cooking or rolling up sandwiches in the back and having the smoke come out the top.
No, no,
No?
terrible, awful.
Okay, Steven, do you have a
Fine.
different choice for the Mystery Machine, or are you going with?
I thought maybe Lingard for
Lord.
some reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
You know what?
okay.
Just Christian Lingard. I could
was
see it.
I was thinking the other Dane also. I was thinking Rasmussen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Actually,
right.
that would make sense. You get the two. You get Malukus and his Great Dane, Christian Lingard.
With the Dutchman and the
Yeah, sure, why
Mexican? Yeah, sure. That's your
I
full
don't-
Mystery Machine. Very diverse. It'd be kind of fun.
Is the flying?
Oh, you know what? The Flying Dutchman, I think that's a SpongeBob reference.
Yes.
Not a Scooby Doo reference.
Yes.
Yeah,
Still a
okay.
ghost, I guess. I don't know. Can make it work.
Good
What a weird tangent, but yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, and yeah, for the race, after having the penalties assessed, Penske went "fuck you," and McLaughlin and Power went "this is ours." Basically had a very good race, nailed the strategy. Essentially had a shootout between the two of them at the end. McLaughlin held on. It was a pretty exciting race all around. Cars beating off each other. Phrasing. But yeah, like, it's really impressive sometimes how strong the IndyCar is. When guys dive bomb and just hip check and just try to take each other out sometimes, and both cars just keep on going. And there was one time, I think it was early in the race, I think it was Ferrucci and a Ward just went side to side, slammed into each other, kept going, just side pod to side pod. Like,
Nice.
Indy cars are built so well, but also
They are.
get a new chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you sent me that snap of Ferrucci leading, I almost like I immediately turned the race on, being like, "This can't be real. Like, I need this to never be real."
He was leading on that strategy, but he had never had a chance to win, I don't think.
Okay, excellent. Because I just never want him to win anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
My disdain is real.
I'll just wait in the month of May where he almost came third, or he almost won it last year despite coming third.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah, month of
I
May coming.
swear on my life,
If we get another Indy 500 where all I hear is Ferrucci's name, I will turn it off. I can't.
He's a great American.
Yeah, and
Is
you
he?
know the famous
Not-
Russian commentator that loves Ferrucci, suck me off. Yeah, it's all they do there. It's just they're just randomly Ferrucci's on. It's just a random Russian commentator comes on and just it's how great Ferrucci is. Thank you, suck me off. Come back again.
yeah, I know.
What?
It was honestly brutal last year. It was brutal.
Yeah, we're gonna get more of that. You know, every year they just. Ooh, that's another thing. Also, speaking of Indy 500, they banned the political advertising
Oh yeah.
because someone
Honestly, I'm here for it.
someone wanted to run a Trump RFK car.
Give you three guesses who.
Gosh.
Actually, apparently it was not Ferrucci.
Okay, that's actually shocking.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
shocking.
Shocking.
So, but one, I found that weird. 'Cause I'm like, aren't those people against each other? But okay, whatever. And yeah, honestly, I think everyone should be okay with this. If you say keep politics out of sports, fine, we keep them out of sports. Nothing to see here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly so here for it. Also, like, whoever wanted to run that car, I am not sure is politically informed because, yes, they very much are running against each other.
That's why
If we can even say that one of them is running. But,
I actually don't know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that.
I mean, technically both?
I don't know. One's going through trials. The other one, I don't know if he has enough. Anyway, let's.
Well, the other one is choosing
Let's-
apparently Aaron Rodgers as his VP, so questionable at best.
Okay, if you were smart, you'd pick Taylor Swift. Jesus fucking Christ, people.
Okay, but she has way too much sense to want to partner with RFK Jr. because that guy is a wackadoodle.
Yes.
But anyway,
Don't you love the Kennedys?
I'm pretty sure I texted Sarah this, and I was like, I'm pretty sure his father is like rolling in his grave with some of the things that he has said. He might be a Democrat, but he ain't no Kennedy Democrat, that's for sure.
Anyway, I'm not going to get into this conversation. Moving on. So have you guys seen the standings for IndyCar though, and how fucking close they are?
Well, I just saw them because I was trying to choose somebody that apparently was already chosen. But yes, they are insanely close.
Yeah. So after the penalties, Herta is now leading the championship with a very quiet, good start to the season, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's going to last very much longer, but good for him.
Yeah, Herta, Power, Pillow, Dixon, all within 7 points.
Wow.
That's tight. Again, 3 races, not a whole lot, but shorter season. You know how it is. Yeah, Newgarden, after he gets kneecapped, is down in 15th.
I'm gonna say, what are his live odds for a
Honestly,
championship?
yeah. That's the other reason they penalize him, because they know he'll just win in the end. So might as well cap him now and keep it interesting. But yeah, so basically you have 55 points separating first and 19th, and yeah, it's been all over the place basically. And like
Any given Sunday,
even Kiffin Simpson is like, I'm surprised he's 19th.
He's
19th. He's in the top 20.
Comment on Kevin Simpson. I saw him at 19th, and I was like, I'm waiting.
He's
for
beating
Sean to say
Canapino. He is beating Harvey. He is beating Blomqvist. He is beating Fittipaldi, Stingray Robb, Rasmussen. You cannot just be like, that's a good start to a rookie season. But even better start is fucking Linus Lundqvist. His podium this week.
Yep.
So, anyway. I am enjoying this. It's a fun thing. Fuck off with all the Kiffin Simpson hate. I'm going to get that jersey now to spite you guys.
Go for it.
All right.
I will.
Okay. You do that.
I'm going to do it right fucking now.
Can't wait to see it.
Anyway.
You won't.
I'll think about
Don't challenge him.
it. My tax return just came in, okay? I got money to blow.
I'm sorry. Your tax return just came in?
I just filed it like last week.
Oh my gosh. I filed it day 1 of tax season.
My accountant filed it. I'm sorry. I should clarify.
Oh, your accountant. Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't do it myself.
Well, I do my
Steven
own
knows.
taxes,
I don't
you.
do numbers.
Yeah, we know.
You can't submit a magic math machine apparently to a fucking account like fucking CRA.
You owe me. You owe me $1 million.
Why?
But they're so
Magic math machine.
easy. The taxes are so easy.
It's fine. Is there anything else
Anyway.
we missed talking about?
think
Well,
so.
Dover in general.
Oh right,
NASCAR.
Dover happened. Oh yeah,
Oh,
wow, we've
right.
really hit a lot of IndyCar for this one. Yeah,
Yep.
Dover happened. I turned off the race with 50 laps to go. Hamlin was leading. He still won. I feel like I didn't miss a whole lot.
Something arrow blocking.
Yeah, people are pissed off. People hate this car.
Oh, of course. Is it intermediate package? No?
What's
Short
Dover?
track?
What is Dover? I think Dover's intermediate. I think. I don't know.
People, I swear, like if Hamlin wins, people are
Like,
upset. If
Yes.
anybody wins, they're upset. So I feel like that's just the theme of NASCAR fans. They're always upset about something.
It's a mile. Yeah.
It's a mile, but it kind of feels like a short track. But it's like I
Yeah.
don't know. Dover's a weird track. I love it. It's a great track. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like it's not a short track you would ever, or like an intermediate track you could ever put an IndyCar on. That would be just insane. But it works for NASCAR. But yeah. Before we move on, as we were talking IndyCar, can we get a quick rundown of how we're doing there and our little pickles?
Well, Taylor's gonna hate the fact that she argued against Newgarden getting penalized. because she had both Newgarden and Power.
Oof.
I know.
Wait,
Sean,
wait.
we have
Time out. Taylor had Newgarden, Power, and Malukus.
Yep.
Oh my, who's her fourth?
Erickson.
Oh.
So bad.
That
So
is
safe to say
awful.
I'm doing terribly.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are both trash.
You guys, oh come
Okay.
on.
So Taylor is 134. Somehow, even after that, she's 134 points behind me. Sean, you're 105, so you're not doing that much better.
Fuck, really?
Oh,
Ooh, who
okay.
do I have?
That's not that bad.
You've got a Ward,
Okay.
McLaughlin,
Okay.
so you lost points there.
Yeah.
Kirkwood and your boy.
You know what? I actually don't hate that really. I still trust that. Yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
That's
Fair
six.
enough.
That's 6, 7, 9 in the championship. You know, that's fine. And 19.
Yeah.
Simpson
doing,
will come back.
I'm doing all right because I just didn't lose points, and I also have Herta, Polo, Dixon, so I got 3 inside the top 5.
Ooh, okay, fuck off.
Oh.
We're not going to talk about Alexander Rossi's position. No, he's 12th, so it's still better than half of your teams,
That's fair. Okay. Okay.
Whatever.
which helps. So,
Listen, in the end, it's gonna be Kiffin Simpson that gets you.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see that.
So yeah, anything else we got for this week?
I
we-
guess the only other thing
Let's
would
say do
be like,
predictions.
yeah, well, like, if you want to do quickly, F1 possibly changing their point system, because I don't think we really talked about that last week, but it's still like it might happen.
What are they doing with that?
Basically, they'd keep the points the same for the top 5, but they'd add extra point paying positions for 11th and 12th, which I don't hate. It's fine. Not strongly for, not strongly against.
That's fair.
Right? Like it would be nice for especially the lower spots right now with how mid the midfield and back markers are. What are you doing?
Nothing.
God. But yeah, like I think it'd be nice for, like, you think about like a Guan Yu Zhou getting some points at home or a couple extra points at home. It helped mix up the back markers a little bit. Like, how many points are, like, Honda's got to be picking up a couple, or Red Bull Honda are beat. What the fuck are these team names?
Yes.
Why is it not VCarb?
Because fuck you.
I don't know. Anyways, like, we have 3 teams sitting at 0 and 5 teams sitting under 10 points. The next closest team is Aston Martin at 40.
That's fair.
Give these guys a couple points here and there.
I'm okay with how it is. I think top 10's top 10. Maybe if you had an extra car in the field, you could make an argument. But until then, keep it as it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think it'd be nice, especially if you do finally get that extra team with 2 more cars. I think because then you still keep it at half the field.
Yeah.
So, or ish, half the field ish.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, anywho, predictions: Miami, Kansas, Bees.
Okay, I can do a Miami prediction. I feel very confident in the Miami one.
Okay.
Okay.
Perez.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a street track.
Interesting.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
Perez, Sainz, Norris podium.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll just go with the obvious. Max. Max, Leclerc, and a Hamilton podium. Mix it up.
I don't know how the fuck Hamilton pulls that off, but okay.
It's tough to not say Max at the top. Max, Perez, Norris. I'll be boring.
Boo you.
That's fair. Okay.
Who you both?
Kansas.
Sorry, you're interrupting me trying to buy my jersey. Who do I think for Kansas? It's going race winner for Kansas.
Sure.
Race winner.
I'll go Byron.
Lame.
Lame.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna go Byron.
It's only the same fucking 2 teams that win. Fine, I'll change it.
Cool.
Give me Larson.
I was gonna go Bell.
Oh, so fuck you then. I'm gonna go back to fucking Byron then.
No, okay, I'll change mine. I'll go Chastain.
No, you should.
No, that's okay. Chastain's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, Bell. You can go Byron.
I was gonna say we can all pick a B name. We got Bell. Taylor's got Bell. Sean has Byron. I'm taking Bubba.
You really? But
what?
But it has to be. It has to be one of the winners.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say Gibbs team's finally gonna win, or non-Gibbs or Hendrick team?
Yep.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Okay.
Well, Suarez won already, so.
That was a.
Hey, I love the prediction because I have Bubba on my team, and I'll take it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Bubba likes Kansas.
Okay. And on that note, I guess we should wrap up. Thank you very much for listening. You can follow us on all the social media stuff, and also like and subscribe even to here. That also helps us. Just keep coming back. We appreciate that. And we'll be back next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at Spare Parts Racing. That's Spare Parts RACIN, and on TikTok at Spare Parts Pod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.